Peace, 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 peace. What it do, yeah? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY. Back with another one of our Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am Junes, the original for the Bantus. By blood, not by converge. You know I'm out here to splurge with the what? With the word. I give all praise and glory to the Father, for he is worthy to be praised. I want to give a shout out to all those that been supporting, all those that been subscribing, all those that's been tuning in, giving feedback, giving their point of view. And I'm really about to just turn it up a notch and start interviewing, having conversations with brothers, sisters, and we're gonna get in-depth conversation when it comes to the atrocities and the traumatizing events that we as black people go through every single day of our lives. But gotta give a round of applause for that. Sipping some fine wine as usual, you know. And yeah, man, I hope everybody's having a blessed one. I don't want to get off topic, but shout out to my son Javante Davis, man. And for those that betted against my son, you guys don't know boxing, but you know, everybody got their choice of preference of fights and what they like and what they don't like, right? Today's broadcast is gonna be another serious conversation. Speaking of conversations, they're a beautiful lesson. You know, the pharisaical mentality won't get you into the kingdom. You know, in depth, 3 hours. Sorry, but you know when the Father works, He works. We gotta talk the talk, just like how we gotta walk the walk, right? And when you get the opportunity to tune in, you'll get the chance to see exactly what's being spoken about. But in this conversation, I was gonna do the characteristics of the ladies, you know, the requirements for the ladies, and you know, just to land back on what I brought forth last week. But I'm gonna save that conversation for December conversation, which will be aired on Saturday, if it be the Father's will, at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. And if you don't know the channel's name by now, then you must be dumb. You feel me? But on another level, this conversation that I definitely wanted to have is something that's very, 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 very needed because it's becoming oversaturated. It's becoming too much. It's like, okay, all right, guys, all right. We gotta stop this. It's starting to become very detrimental to the community, to the families, to the youth, especially the up and coming youth. You know, the ones that haven't gotten off the porch yet, but they being so brainwashed and sucked into the foolishness. Yeah, we definitely gotta have this conversation. But before I do, you know I gotta talk about the hood news. You know, the the hood is still grimy. Let's start off with the weather. You know, still no sunshine. Hey, no sunshine where we from. Mm. Everybody's with a gun. Ooh. Ain't no sunshine out here. Still grimy, still shady, still wicked and evil. You feel me? And the other day, news got back that a child, 9 years old, went on vacation. I think it was Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, and was gunned down. Like, yeah, children is listen. Not even children is not exempt for the wrath and what's going on in this earth. You know what I'm saying? You live a wicked life, you got to pay a wicked price. Not saying the little homie was bad, but I'm saying that his blood and his affiliation with the family cost that young man his life. But which leads on to today's conversation. This conversation needs everybody's attention. Doesn't matter where you come from. If you're from the hood, this is for you. Why are we, yes, us, why are we idolizing demolition men? They like demolition? What do you mean we idolizing demolition men? We are idolizing individuals who was destructive to our community, to our people, to our nation. We find excitement learning about individuals who destroyed families, ruined children's lives, futures, because children is now having no daddy, children now having no mommy. We are glorifying these people that's not even meant to be glorified. I'm watching people say things like, long live King Von. Rest in peace, Al Poe. Shout out to Nicky Barnes and all of these individuals whose rise to fame came with the demolition of a community. I was watching the movie Life. And when I seen the movie Life, and those that don't know Life is Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, which is a good movie. In the beginning of the movie, it takes place in Harlem. And then you see it when you watch it, even if you watch Harlem Nights, when you watch it, you see black people at their best. Everything, black organizations, black owned, dancing, black music. It was just love. Dressed down, looking appropriate. We wasn't coming outside with our pants on our ass. We wasn't coming outside like we didn't give a damn of how people felt about us. You know what I'm saying? It was a level of respect that we have for ourselves and for each other, and of course, the community, right? So when I seen that, to drive to Harlem the other day, to see abandoned buildings, to see reconstructions, to see buildings be reconstructed, and see who's moving into these buildings. When Harlem was once called Harlem Renaissance, Harlem was the place black people can go no matter where you came from in America. If you went to Harlem, you went to a place where you can be good. And these heathen, these evil people bought something called crack cocaine and took a community of love, prosperity, unity, togetherness, uplifting, rebuilding, and literally destroyed that. Like this drug epidemic, all it needed was 10 years to do the damage that it has done, that till this day, in 2023 Matrix year, we have yet to recover from. Have yet to recover from. It doesn't matter where you at. Wherever these so-called kingpins was at, they left residue of debris. The demolition men left debris all across the state of New York. And these demolition men left debris all across the place called America. Black America has been demolished by the demolition men. And we, as workers, as fathers, as sons, we have now embraced these individuals. We want to copy and paste. We want to be just like them. We want to continue the trends. You know why? You want to continue the trend because the factory told you that that's the only thing young black men should be doing. If you not outside being a killer, being a gangster, being a drug dealer, you ain't a real one. Now they got a whole new energy where they're telling black people that it's okay to get arrested, to sit in the can, do 5, 10, 15 years, endure all of that, eat that like a man, come out and say, yeah, man, I stand 10 toes down, man. I ain't fall, I ain't rap, I got busy in the jails, man. Ask about C Block 19876543321. Ask about them, they'll tell you I get busy, and we glorify this. And then young people look into that and say, this is who I want to be. Once upon a time, I wanted to be like Mike. Now dudes want to be like Ike. Dudes want to beat women. Dudes want to sell drugs. We glorifying Alpo. We glorifying AZ. We glorifying these movies. These rappers is glorifying the Demolition Men. We're telling our children, hey man, you got to get it how it come. Hustle, baby. Get on your hustle. Get on your grind. Grinding to do what? Grinding and moving what? The grind for a young black man is, listen, get this education, understand the system, understand the theatrics behind it, okay? Get it down to a T, master it. So when you master it, you open doors for the other up and comings. Because not all of us was made to be rappers. We wasn't made to be drug dealers, people. When you become a drug dealer, you're signing your soul to the devil's enterprise, and you know the Father's gonna take you out. And those that survive and go to jail, that's wake up. Like, hey, I need to change my life around. Hey, I shouldn't be doing this. They got people in jail right now that if they could change anything in their lives, they would say, man, I would have took a different path. Dudes doing life sentences would sit down and talk to these young bucks and say, nah, man, this is not the way to go. And even with this agency that I'm putting together, that's who we need speaking. We need to conversate with the lifers. We need to conversate with people that's in jail. We need to conversate with people that had to stand in the courtroom and watch the victim's parents bawl and cry in complete agony and hurt, knowing that she can no longer see her child. The worst thing a parent could ever do in life is be a parent to bury their child. That was not how life goes. But this is what life has become in the black community, and we have embraced it. We honor it. We brag about it. We brag about being demolition men. Making music, just go on these European platforms to validate our gangster by telling people exactly what we doing and what we did, why we did it, how we did it, and if anybody don't like it, come see me. We are there. And then when the person gets hurt, kidnapped, killed, who's left grieving? You always hear the same story. Oh, this person left behind 2 children. Now here comes these 2 children that's gonna be now added to the list of trauma that we as black people are going through, that we as black people have yet to recover from. Add these 2 children to the list. And 9 out of 10 times, these children are losing their financial support, their financial protection. They're losing their protection altogether, because when a man is gone, the hedge and the protection of the household is complete, is depleted, is deflated, is demolished, courtesy of the demolition men. And when there's rubble, these heathens bring in their cleanup men. The cleanup men are ACS. The cleanup men are on food stamps. These cleanup men are them. They tell you they're looking for justice. They're not looking for nothing. Everybody knows who killed who. If you running around with a smartphone in your hand and you went to do a run and you had that smartphone with you, they know everything. They know what you're saying. They know the conversation. You're just not that important. Because they need the demolition to continue. They're going to leave. They're going to be like, nah, let's wait. Let them rap about it. Let them glorify killing, mocking the dead. And we just gonna keep adding on. Then we're gonna come hit them with the conspiracy. Then we're gonna hit them with the RICO. Then we're gonna hit them with everything. And we're gonna kill two birds with one stone. Not only are we gonna get justice for the man that was murdered, now we're gonna take down the whole enterprise. And now the whole enterprise is down. That means that position is up for grabs. And so the next young man is saying, we up next. The little homies, the ones that was under the wing, was like, go to school, do etc. They up next. The plug is reaching out to the young ones. The thugs is reaching out to the young ones. The young ones want to be thugs now. The young ones want to bust slugs now. The young ones want to be the one to be respected. And then they're gonna continue the same cycle. And then they're gonna say, R.I.P. to the real ones. Get well, free the guys. Let's free the demolition. Let's free the demolition men. Let's free them. And when somebody like myself and anybody speaks about it, oh, you talking about things you don't know nothing about. Dudes getting their feelings. Not knowing that all of this nonsense has stemmed from the demolition men, the original demolition men. And you see, just like a demolition, it goes like this, boom, 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 boom. And guess where we at now? We have reached the bottom, where the only thing after this is literally hell. And guess what? We look forward to going to hell. We rap about it. We talk about it. We glorify being on demon time. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. We glorify death. We embrace it. We look forward to it. This is what happened. This is where we at. And we glorify the demolition men. We're glorifying the people that destroyed our community. Dudes is having something homie day, where every day dudes will all come together and pay respects to an individual who demolished, who was demoralizing, who was destroying, being complete destructive to their community. We take the time out of the day, out of the year, every single year, to give respect. We pouring Henny, we getting drunk. The demolition men are even making us demolition ourselves even after their death. Dudes is so emotionally distressed. They popping pills. They taking alcohol. They going on runs. They want to get back. When we have forgotten what these people have done to our community, when do we say enough? When are we gonna take away the demolition clothes and start putting on the contractors? Start putting on the construction outfits. Start putting on them construction boots. Start putting on the hard hats. Start getting the cement, or should I say the cement. Putting it in the water and start the rebuild. We had destroyed already. Where's the rebuild? Do we want the rebuild? Is that something that we desire? Or is it something far-fetched? Has the beef got that real? Has the drugs got that real that we can't say, nah, I don't want to do this? Has it gotten to that point, people? That's the $1 million question. That's the question that I ask every single person. When is enough enough? How much blood must be shed? How much Cain mentality must we have in order for us to finally say, all right, I'm good? Because even 9-year-old children are being affected behind this demolition. 9-year-olds. Children can't even live. Children are not even living no more. I just did a video showing the death rate of gun violence for the last 2 years, how it is risen over 85%. And we run around and we got people that's on YouTube and on these social media platforms who has a voice, who glorify these people. And when you pay attention to the ones that's glorifying it the most, you'll realize they're the ones that don't look nothing like you, that don't come from where you come from, that's not going to be affected by any outcome of demolition that takes place because they're not around here. In fact, they are part of our demise. I was listening to Whack 100 getting into a verbal dispute on Clubhouse. And that's another thing too. Listen, look, Whack, come on, Playboy. You mad grown, son. You're 50-something years old. Like, you coming on these things, and shout out to the works that you do. I'm not gonna act like, you know, like the thing that you did for Big Pun's wife. I respect that. Shout out to you for that. But come on, Playboy. There comes a time where you gotta start guiding brothers and sisters into a path of being just men, real men, teaching men to protect communities, not coming over here going back and forth, talking foo. It's ridiculous, fam. It's ridiculous. That's another problem with us as black people. We don't know when it's time to grow up. Dudes be in their 50s, want to reenact they want to uphold their second childhood. We want to do childish things that we wish we was able to do when we was young, but we was too broke to do it. So now that we got money, and now that we in a position to speak, to have voice, to have an opinion, we then want to take the same children approach. Physically being a grown man, but mentally we want to take this children approach because now I got the Happy Meal toys. I'm eating good. I get the toys with the food that I'm eating, and I want to just, run around when you go to McDonald's in the playpen, we want to run and jump around in the balls. We want to pause. You know what I'm saying? We want to jump all in that. Come on now. But I was listening to this man have a conversation with one of his homies, and they basically was going back and forth about some rapper named Slim 400. Now, I don't pay attention to the rap, so I took it upon myself to see who this man was, and the man was gunned down. The man was shot 3 times. The 3rd time, it was over for him, right? So I watched the video after he got shot 9 times. That's the 2nd time. The 3rd time is when he died, right? So he got shot 9 times. He then came on this show, this podcast called No Jumper. Now, I'm not doing this to give these people clout because these guys are the enemies, okay? These guys are the enemies, the Vlads, the No Jumpers. These are the culture vultures that sit there, know the psychological things to say, to make people tell on themselves, to make people reenact things that took place in their lives, horrific things that should never be spoken on the internet. Gangster stuff that's not supposed to be spoken on the internet. These people swingle them because in our minds, we feel honored to be on their platform, to get exposure, to expose whatever we doing, whatever we selling. And the only thing that they only allow to come on their platform are are individuals who are licensed, trained demolition men. You understand me? So this brother gets on the show and he says it off the rip. He's like, yo, man, I got a bone to pick with you. He said, yo, what happened? He said, yo, I got shot. I told you where I was at, and you posted the hospital that I was in. The dude said, oh, man, my bad. What do you mean my bad? Who in the right mind posts the location of a man that got situated? Don't tell me, oh, I didn't know that wasn't right. You've been interviewing black people. You so in tune with our lifestyle, with our culture. You should know the ins and the outs. But there's no ins and out, because to you, as much niggas you can take out, that's better for you. You making money. While you making money, you're psychologically forcing, or I won't even say psychologically forcing, you're just using your psychological tactics and having brothers and sisters confess, say things, talk about things that's not to be spoken of. And I tell brothers all the time, and I'm saying it again, stay away from these people's platforms. If you trying to make bread with your own. Get these heathens out of your realm. Get them out of your house. They need to be escorted to the nearest exit. Pack your bags and tell them don't come back no more. That goes for all of them. That goes for DJ Vlad, DJ Cali, No Jumper, whoever. You guys are not in our culture, but you reaping the benefits. This man Vlad got over 5 million subscribers. You telling me all this money that he's making, he's giving back to the community? Is he giving back to the black people? Is this man even doing a turkey drive? I'm not supporting no satanic holidays, but are you even doing a turkey drive? Are you even doing something for a tax write-off? What are you doing? Of course you're not gonna do that. You know why? Because you are of the enemy. You are our biggest enemy. I know who you are. I know your background. I know your bloodline. I know who you are. I know what you're doing to your employees. Don't think that we don't know. We know. It's just we are in a position where we rather chase the bag and demoralize ourselves, get belittled, get betrayed. We rather do that and allow these people to come in our communities and violate, promote the demolition men. How many conversations did this man have with killers? How many interviews do these individuals have with Chicago rappers? Asking them sensitive questions. How many individuals end up being arrested, put in jail after meeting these people? Who are these people? These are the factory workers, got full-fledged jobs. Got, how can you say this? Got promotional positions, dominant positions, prominent positions by the factory itself. Say, man, I would love to hire you. Oh yeah, Adam 2279, whatever his goddamn name is. Yeah, tattoo your face. Let them see that you tatted up, you a gangster. Let them see. Tell them that you've been a part of hip hop since you heard All Eyes on Me. And infiltrate. Work with us and we work with you. We're gonna make your podcast one of the top ones. You don't see these people interviewing Europeans. You don't see these people interviewing Jewish people. You don't see these people interviewing nothing. Everything is the demolition. Get the black demolition man. And we sit back as consumers, as crack babies, and we get feed into it. And then they ended off like this. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Yo, so how can the people reach you? Yo, man, y'all can reach me on my Instagram, such and such. I got a brand new album out, such and such. And now we so invested. We like, yeah, let me hear this music. And then when they hear the music, they don't even hear this. They don't even hear the demolition going on because they have been sucked in. They're already so focused on the foolishness. They're so focused on the foolishness. And then they say, yeah, yo, pass that blunt. Pass that Percocet. I can relate to that. I lost my homie too. And he was running drills, I'm running drills too. Oh, he popping pills, I'm popping pills too. Oh, he's saying F the chicks, oh, I'm saying F them too. Money over women, oh yeah, the money over women. Yeah, I'm with that too. Oh yeah, I'm slapping your baby mama and I'm sending her back to you so you can kiss her in her mouth. Yeah, I'm doing that too. We getting money over here. We real niggas over here. We the demolition men. This is where we have gotten. This is where we have gotten. This is why there's no community guidelines when it comes to black people demolishing, destroying, being destructive to other people in communities. There's no community guidelines for that. You can do that as you please. I can post up 5 black people getting shot. It's good. Matter of fact, that joint will be on top of the algorithm within 24 hours. But the minute I put a European getting punched, getting beaten by a black man, or I show a Jewish person getting violated, a Chinese person getting violated, oh, it goes against community guidelines. Oh, you bringing forth hate. You bringing forth hate speech. This is too graphic. This is racism. They have now put racism upon black people. Black people believe that we can be racist. Somebody that's racist, right? To be a racist individual is you able to change the trajectory of somebody else's lifestyle. I can corrupt that. We don't have that power. So you can't associate me with being racist. Me saying something about you is not gonna change the financial stance of whoever race I'm talking about. I can't be racist. But a European, let Joe Behindon gets on the podium and talk everything behind him, and he's gonna tell you, oh, these black people heard this. You think I'm lying? You think I'm lying on what I'm saying? These heathens came out and said the number one people that are infected with this foo-foo nonsense that they came out in 2019, they said it was black people. You watch black people walk amongst black people and be with a level of concern. You see Chinese people where the so-called nonsense came from will be in a level of concern. They're like this when they see you. I remember going into the hospital. I seen the security guard told me, hey man, can you put your mask on? I watched 4 Jewish people walk right past me with no mask. I looked at him, I said, why you ain't telling them that? Oh, you fell for the okie doke, right? See, that's what racism can do. But I got a card. Let me show you guys my card, because I don't be playing with these people. Let me show you my cards. See this? I don't play around with people. Let me show you guys this. Those I can read. See this? Medical mass exemption, okay? I'm not required to disclose my condition. These things are against the law, okay? It's against the Constitution. I even got the vaccine. You need that, holla at me. Official, real deal, like Holyfield. Are you dumb? But this is where we at. This is where we at. So when I hear people talking crazy, man, like, yo, fam, listen, man. Y'all gotta miss me with the foo-foo, man. We as black people, colored people, melanated people, brown people, whatever title you want for you. You got to stop idolizing these individuals has been destructive to our community. That's the worst job any black man should want to be, is a demolition man. I wouldn't even want to work in a building, demolition things, watching a building fall. That's just too much for me. But now here we are following the narrative, doing the same foolishness like these people, man. We have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten who the enemy is. We have forgotten what lengths and measures these people have done to get us in this position that we are in right now. And it's going to continuously, and I won't even say continuously, it will continue to happen and continue to go on until we say enough is enough. Everybody that got a body and, this person killed somebody and he got killed for get back, the scoreboard is even now. And even if the person got more bodies, I'm sure the person that got more bodies, the other person got more jail time. We even now. Get some gloves. Wrap your hands up. Put some, stick it in some glass. Go in the back. Knuckle up. Get it over with. Finish. Shake on it. And say, all right, that's out the way. We call it truths. Now let's take back our community. Now let's take back what's ours. Let's take back what's owed to us. How about that? Oh yeah, excuse me, politician, I need this back. Oh yeah, excuse me, councilman, I need my streets back. See all these buildings that these heathens is building? Nobody ain't gonna be able to enjoy it. We want our spot back. We so focused on getting reparations. F the reparations. Give us our city back. Give us our community back. Give us our children back. Give us our mothers back. Give us our fathers back. Give our people back. Leave us that alone, that F alone. Let me put it for you. Leave us the, hold on, wrong button. Let's see if it's this one. No. Yes, there we go. Leave us the alone. Leave us the alone. Leave us the alone. Leave us alone. Why you invested so much for the demise of the black man? Why you invest so much in having the demolition men, the terrorists, the black terrorists in our community? Why you so invested in having these people on your platforms? Why you don't have the young man that young sister who became the youngest law graduate in American history? Why you don't have her? Why you don't have that young man who's building top of the line technology that even Marvel, even Microsoft and Apple was offering $5 million? Why you don't have him up there so he can tell his story? Why you don't have the mothers, the mourning mothers up there? Both mothers, the shooter and the victim. Why you don't get both of them together so they both can show the world how they had to experience their son being murdered, their son doing the murder that's in jail or ends up being killed? Why we don't have these conversations? Why are these people not glorified? Why are these people not put in the forefront so they can tell you the truth? So they can say, this lifestyle is no. Please, children, go to school. Please, young woman, be a wife. Don't run around here being a hoochie mama. Don't running around here desiring to be with the gangsters and the killers and the drug dealers. And if it's not that, then you don't want to deal. Why are you seeking that? You know when you deal with that, you know what comes along with that? It's a lot of pain and aches that a lot of females ain't prepared for. And then that's why when the man gets locked up, she's like, okay, I can't deal with this. I gotta go somewhere else. There's no loyalty amongst thieves. We gotta have these conversations. I wouldn't want nobody dealing with me when I was a gangster. I wouldn't want nobody dealing with me when I was selling drugs because I already knew where my mentality was at. My mentality wasn't about commitment. I was committed to the streets. I was committed to the ignorance. I was committed to the TNT. I was committed to that. I wanted to destroy because that's what I was told. That's all I seen. That's all I heard. That's all I watched. I didn't grow up doing the inclusion. I didn't grow up watching or care for the European shows. I wasn't watching Friends. I wasn't watching Seinfeld. We wasn't watching these growing up. We was watching everything black. And if it wasn't black, we ain't want no parts of that. But when you watch their shows compared to ours, theirs is loving, regular situations, dudes is lawyers, doctors, good paying jobs. Once upon a time, we used to have shows like that. We used to have shows like Living Single, where the Cosbys, Martin was a top radio host. You know, Living Single, these sisters was hardworking individuals. Yeah, they had their little foo-foos in between. They had their little subtitles, their little hidden messages to lead our women astray. But the overall concept was, it was a level of being great. Nobody was on the shows wanting to be a gangster. Nobody was coming over there with their pants on their ass. Dudes was lawyers. Dudes was handymen. Dudes was real. Come on. But for some apparent reason, it's like everything that's turning to black is really getting darker and darker. But when you watch these European shows, it's nothing but love. It's nothing but love, and now they turning it up a notch. Now the woman she loves somebody, but she's working as a secret agent. She's all over the place. She's shoot 'em up, bang, bang. But for our sisters, her rise to fame is she's a female kingpin. The brother man rise to fame is he's a drug dealer. Oh, they have no respect for you now. Remember I told you the Demolition, we end up at the bottom. They have no respect for you now. Now I guarantee you, every show that you watch, if there isn't one black homosexual in there, then that movie or that show can't be published. They always gotta promote some high level of homosexuality. Especially on Netflix. Oh, Netflix is gonna push that narrative down your throat until you can't take it no more. Facts. The Demolition, man. We gotta stop idolizing these Demolition men. We gotta start checking them. Yo, you think you cool because you caught 5 bodies? You think you a gangster? You think you real? You know they got a nice hot lava waiting for your soul. There's no repentance for innocent blood. I'm saying it right now. If you running around catching licks and bodies, killing innocent people, whether it's bystanders, whether it's people. If you kill somebody because somebody said something on Twitter, they didn't physically bring harm your way, and you just took his life because he disrespected your dead homie, You can go to church, you can join Islam. This is why these dudes get locked up, come out, want to join Islam, because they know through Islam, they have in their mind a sense of belief that they're going to be saved. Allah was going to preserve them. Allah is going to be with you where he's at already, and that's called hell. He's a fallen angel. He's the demons that's underground. And he's the father of the demons that's underground. Oh yeah. And the children, those spirits are still running around. Those spirits are the spirits that's inside Farrakhan. Those spirits are the ones that's inside anybody that's participating in any foolish level of Islam. Those spirits is there. That's why when somebody like myself say, yo, what you doing? They be like, no, you're wrong. That's not you talking, that's that demon. He don't want to let go of his daddy, and he's using your vessel. And when you die and you open your eyes and you realize that everything that you was praising was a lie. You look, Allah is a lie. When you realize that, it's going to be too late. And that goes for all religion, Christianity, Judaism. Tune in for the Samba conversation where I expose these heathens, these Hebrews, and of course, these heathenites. They don't like it, but I don't give a damn. Because I'm the one that got to see this. I'm a father, and I see the direction of my nation. Is literally, they doing this effortlessly, literally going and opening the doors straight to hell. And we are embracing that. We have got to the point where we believe that hell is not real. We have gotten to the point that we believe that this is hell right now, and that when we die, we instantly go into heaven. That's what they sold you. That's what they told you. And I tell everybody, please show me where did the Father say that was going to happen. Show me. Then they're gonna say, well, you can't believe that book, man. The book was written by the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's not true, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not true. But yeah, all your education, all your knowledge, if you are a black man, every literature that you have gotten from the time you was born, the time you went into elementary school, matter of fact, pre-K elementary school, all the way till you reach to whatever level of degree, whether it's just high school, dropout, whether it's doctrinal, what's that other thing? What's the joint called? Wow, bachelor's. No matter what it is, your whole journey, you have been spoon-fed European literature, European, Caucasian, white people literature. It's part of the protocol. But you don't ever question that. In fact, we got brothers who want to justify and argue European understandings against black understandings. I got a brother who, this is supposed to be like my bro, want to literally come talk to me about European history and justifying it and saying things like, yeah, man, when you look up, black people was in Europe, black people was in nowhere. We don't dwell where it's cold. We don't like it cold. I say, yo, my mans, you could live in New York right now. The worst time of the year for us is when it's freezing. We hate, oh man, it's break. When it's summertime, as soon as it's 5 degrees higher than normal, if it's sun and it's beaming and it's to the point where I can feel the heat on my skin, the windows is down, the motorcycles is out. Listen, girls can't wait to put on short shorts. Listen, because we like it hot. We do not like it cold. We never did. We never will. And any of these places of those areas, am I saying that we didn't travel? Of course we travel. But to talk about, yeah, we set up shop and we was living there, we was ruling there, and this and that, these are lies. And all of these lies came from when brothers started being infused with this New Testament. So we started reading, you know what I'm saying? Listen, let me not get into that, okay? History shown that black people was taken from Africa and sent to these areas to be slaves. Okay? We don't dwell where it's cold. It's not in our DNA. We can't function unless these heathens was, dealing with our sisters, bring forth children and take their children and bring them back. But what's the chances of that? I digress. But yeah, let's put an end to this idolizing these demolition men, please. Can we honestly say enough is enough? Can we stop, please? Moving forward, can we stop? Can we, let's say, focus on rebuilding? They destroyed it already. Now it's time to reconstruct and rebuild. It's time. It's necessary. It's needed. It's a must. Because if that don't happen, you're gonna get turned into dust. Because we are already on ground level. 9/11 is the black community. We are ground zero. 9/11 is the black community. We are now ground zero. And stop letting these people keep us at the bottom. It's time for you to rise. It's time for you to stand. It's time for you to operate like a man. It's time for you to move like a woman. It's time for us to fix our homes. We don't need outside influence to tell us how to operate. These are the enemies. They will never tell you how to be great. They're going to tell you how to be fake. They're going to tell you how to be a snake. They're going to then tell you that you got to have faith and just sit back and wait for a European to come through the skies and give you a saving. Are you dumb or are you dumb? But for those that don't know who I am Mr. Came to you guys live. Live. I am Mr. Keep my foot. You understand me? You understand me? Keep my foot on you heathens, you he-gros, in the newly installed heathenized necks. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say it one time for the one time.